Okay, people, here we go, guys. This is another rare Kyosho Mini Z unboxing, and some of these little bad boys are really rare. This is another box from Japan, from a seller that I was dealing with quite a lot with, called Hero. Me and Hero patched things up. We had a bit of a rough patch, it was all cool. So Hero is called moving_dream on YouTube. YouTube. I keep doing that. On eBay, and he's got some cool stuff as well. So he's one of the sellers that I deal with in Japan. In this box, I think there's going to be that initial D stuff. I don't know if you guys have watched the cartoon, the animation of it. So them cars should be in here, and there should be a few other bits and bobs, little beauties as well. So, without further ado, let's get in here and let's have a look. Alrighty. So, let's go. Let's have a look what's in here. I think it makes sense if I could get the Hero stuff's always well packed, guys. This guy's a pro, man. Real pro. Okay, interesting. Right, I think we will do the initial D stuff. Yep, let's do that. I think he's put some little bits and bobs in. I think he's put some little gifts in as well. Man. We'll have a look at that anyway, guys. Maybe the next video, but yeah, he's put some. Thank you so much. What a cool guy, man. I don't know what that is, but it's got a funky little anime kind of face on it. Alright. In the next video, we'll take a look at that. Alrighty. Let's have a look at this stuff. I never really got into Initial D, guys. There's a game that was on the arcade machine that with the Initial D cars on it. But it was big in Japan. I don't know if it's a very big game. I have to cut this. He packed it so well. I have to cut it. Pretty rare to cut bubble wrap stuff. Okay. So. Oh wow. You can normally slide it out, man. He packs his stuff so well. That's why I've never actually ever got a damaged item from him. Man's good at his stuff, man. Okay, right. So, yep. So, after doing the Fast and Furious vids, guys, this is probably something I'm going to do. So here you can see the Mazda Savannah RX-7 FC3S, new animation, film, Initial D. So yeah, so that's... And what's really weird, I didn't know, but I've actually got that Turuno 86 Toyota. I would like something, I didn't even realise it's part of this kit, so... Them with the 3 cars, and yep, I actually have that car, which is pretty cool. So I can make these vids. Now, okay, this is right. The difference between this and this is, I think this is like one of them replacement body shells for the. They brought out my first Mini Z, yeah, which is like a budget version of Mini Z's, okay. And this is the replacement shell, but you can't use the wheels, right? They're for display only. But this is obviously the all-wheel drive version, and you should be able to use the wheels on this. But the ones that come with that replacement stuff, you can't. I don't know what happens to them, but they're saying you can't use them. That's cool, the lights are up. I'm going to put more decals on that when I finish with it. I like the wheels though. What do you think, guys? Can you see them? Yep. I don't know, you guys fans of this Initial D stuff? I don't know what it's about. I think it's about car racing. But they seem to have all the old cars, so I don't know what the sketch with that is. But yeah, okay. If you're an Initial D fan, yay! If I'm going to make a video, I need to know what some of the background is on these cars, so I kind of like can do my race vid on the theme. What I'm thinking is, I know I've been saying it, guys, but I want to get the unboxings done, and then I'll move on to actually making my little race vids and trying to... Space, man. That's the only thing, guys. It's space I'm struggling with now, because this house doesn't have that space. The old one did have. The old one I could leave my track out, and it was pretty cool, and I could just blast about and race it and stuff like that. This one, not really. Okay, this definitely feels much more budget. So again, Initial D Mini Z and Initial D series replacement body for Mini Z and first Mini Z. Right, so you can use them on Mini Zs. And it's obviously the cheaper option to use it on a Mini Z. Alright, and there's the 3 cars. Look, I've got that first one. I didn't even know I had that car. That is so cool, man. There's destiny, man. Waiting for me to get these. So, yep. So now I've got the whole series. Ta-da! I don't know if they use police cars in this series, but I don't know anything about it. These must be the characters. I do not know anything about these guys, and you guys probably know much more than me. And again, this is the Mazda RX-7 FD3S, and this is Keisuke Takahashi. Okay, and it basically tells you what to do: remove from the box, screwdriver, body mount, and use the mounting position, body mount. Okay, adjust the wheelbase to M size, reattach the front body, mount removed at 2, and then attach the body. Okay, use cable handling screwdriver. Okay, there's something I'm sure it says something about not being able to use the wheels. Okay, so you can use it for your first Mini Z racer. You can use it for your rear-wheel drive car, all-wheel drive car, and the MA 020 series, which is kind of a cheap option. So yeah, I don't know what the hype's about, but it's obviously got a big following, so that'll be pretty interesting. It sounds like someone's released a monkey man in the park next month. Right, okay, that's the initial G stuff. Whoop, don't fall. Right, and we are going to put that on display stand as well. I'll take it out of the box, guys. You can have a look at it, see what it's all about. Right, and we are going to get on. So we've got this Japanese box to finish, and then there's some stuff from the UK, and there's one more Japanese box. And I managed to get some beautiful deep dish wheels, guys, on a Nissan Calsonic car from Japan. And yeah, man. And that, now I can just move on. That's it. I wanted the deep dish wheels. I wanted them deep dish wheels. I could never find them. And now once all this is done, I can move on to making some cool vids. So watch it on the stand, and guys, we shall move on now to the next video. Okay guys, so here with the initial D series, and this is the replacement body for the RX-7 FD3S. So as I mentioned before, I don't know much about initial D, all news to me, guys. So I am going to make a video of them after I've done my Fast and Furious stuff. And yeah, the packaging, you can tell it's just real budget range, guys, because all cardboard, you know, even where your body screws in is cardboard. So they've really cut down the expenses on this, and I think they're just appealing to people, a low budget audience really, people that don't want to spend a lot of money on Mini Zs. There's a few stickers that come in there, and that's basically it. So on this replacement body, you can't use the wheels. It's basically, I think they'll probably fall apart, break, I don't know, but they're not up to being used to drive. So they're just there as a showpiece. You're just paying for the body shell. Okay, I don't really know much about the what happens in the initial D anime series, but it's got a big following, that's what I know. And I had seen games and stuff that were released about the initial D cartoons. So yeah, I believe this is a 90mm wheelbase, and it's a rear motor mount. Yeah, so supposedly the Red Sun's team in the anime, they battle against the A86, which is Hachi Iruko, driven by Takumi. So yeah. So yeah, so this was a 1140cc twin rotor, one-cooled rotary engine, front midship rear wheel drive layout. So this RX-7 replaced the RX-3, and it had the pop-up headlights, and yeah, well, this was a 2-seat coupe car. But yeah, maybe I should watch the anime. I don't know if you guys know much about it. Let me know. Is it worth watching? Don't mind watching anime, guys, as long as there's some action. And I've got a feeling it's like drifting kind of thing, so... But yeah. So this is the first one. Now this one, obviously, it's just a replacement body. It's just budget. Now I want to know, can I fit lights to this? because it has got the pop-up headlights, let's take a wee peek. So have a look. Wow, the body's stiff, man. Woo! Okay, right, it does seem like it does have a fitting for lights, but the rears don't. So you got a drill. That's a pain, man. Okay, now I don't think in the box there's any kind of adapter where you can fit the lights on. Can't see anything like that, so I don't know. Nope, can't see no pop-up light bits. So that's not very good. Okay, right. Let's move on to the next initial D one. So guys, we've got the Mazda Savannah RX-7 FC3S. And these must be part of the characters of the anime. They're on this inlay card, so I'll show you the back of the card. And the back of the card looks like that. Okay. And there's got the details. And here's the front of the card. So the front of the card has got these characters who I haven't got a clue who they are, but they obviously got something to do with the cartoon. It's like a Skyliner. And we've got, I've noticed the Toyota 886, it features quite a lot in this. So something to do with racing. I don't know if it's got anything more than racing inside it. Does it have any action? Any fighting? So this car is again 90mm, so it's going to be an all-wheel drive car, rear motor mount. Right, so the first one we had, so the three cars that are featured in this initial D anime are the E86, the FC3S, which we looked at first, which was the yellow RX-7, and the FD3S. So, yep. Hopefully I'm going to take a look at the lights on this one, and there should be some fitting to get the lights to work. And it seems quite similar to the yellow version of the RX-7. But it's quite a neat looking little car, don't mind it. I mean, I do prefer the RX-7s that are the Formula D ones. I think the decals on them cars just look totally awesome and crazy. But this isn't too bad, it's not too ugly to look at. I thought it looked a bit like that Slatey, you know, the 180 SX that they've released as a ready to run with the all-wheel drive cars. I thought it looked a little bit like that, and I'm not a massive fan of that. So, but it's not too bad. Could have done with a jacked up spoiler though. But I suppose they're staying true to the actual realism of the anime. Now, with the yellow one, you can't use the wheels because it's a totally budget version. It'd be interesting to see what happens if you do use the wheels. I think I should just drive it and burn the wheels to bits. So the yellow one is the RX-7 FD3S, and this one is the RX-7 FC3S. So this supposedly is the all-wheel drive version, and I asked the seller before I bought it that can I use the wheels on this, and he said yes, because it is an auto scale car and it does say for all-wheel drive series. So he did say that these wheels can be used, and these wheels are right, they're not bad looking wheels, don't mind using them. So yep, but with the yellow ones, the budget version, that's everything just cardboard. Nope, you can't, the wheels won't work in there. So I don't know what happens to the wheels, but somehow the wheels will not work. Okay. So that one says red, is it red line? And the yellow one says red suns. So these must be I'm just imagining these are groups that race each other. There must be mortal enemies who all race. Should we put all three of them together? Where's the chassis? Let's put them all together. Have a quick look at them all lined up together. So there's the little lineup. I wasn't planning on putting them all together, but it's alright, it's all good. So they've all got the pop-up lights. So that's pretty cool. The A86 does have a light kit fitted to it. I bought it with a light kit installed. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Easy to do. I need to check the middle one actually to see if you can fit a light kit to it. I'm intrigued by these wheels. What happens to the wheels if you drive it? Intrigued. I think I'm gonna go do it. Yeah. You know when you like do a burnout, let's do a Mini Z burnout and burn these little wheels out. I'm interested to see what happens. Now I don't know about these wheels. I don't know with the A86 because I got this pre-owned. Is there a problem with these wheels as well? I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't think so, but let's have a look at you. Ooh, you're all gonna fall off. Let's have a quick look at you. Let me see with the light kits. Oh, you taped in. Okay, same thing again. Has the holes, so you can fit lights to it. Do you have to use your own screws? Maybe just slot your lights through and use your own screw and screw it in. Okay. Right, that's cool. If you're into Initial D, guys, give me some ideas of what to do in the vid. Yeah? What kind of stuff do you want to see? Is it all drifting? Because we'll do a bit of that if need be. Okay. Right, guys. That is cool. Initial D is done. Let's move on. Watch the next vids, guys. I've got this on there, guys, as a bit of a bonus because obviously this is part of the lineup in the Initial D animation. I didn't even know that. I'd bought this ages ago from Japan. It was on pretty cheap because it was pre-owned. Little did I know that as time would go on, I'd buy the other two cars that are in the set. So yeah, that's just on there so we have a look at it as I put the other ones on as well. So pretty cool. And it's kind of, well, obviously it's been very popular in Japan. And since 1983, there's been like 5 generations of the lineup. So pretty cool, man. There's a big following for these cars and people like to keep them with that classic kind of look. There's a lot of nostalgia. And yeah, I mean, obviously I haven't really got into the Initial D animation scene, but it's big in Japan. So yeah, these have been found in Group A and Group N racing, even in rally circuits. Crazy. And even to this day, there's a lot of appeal of the A86 in motorsports. And I think most of it's because it's quite a lightweight coupe, so. What's really cool is that this car is very popular in Finland and it's used in competitive F-Cup competitions for naturally aspirated two-wheel drive cars. So even now there's a lot of pull power around the E86. So obviously it was engineered beyond its time, guys, and it's standing the test of time. And still sought after. So yep, if you like naturally aspirated cars, that was the go-to car in its time. I like the carbon fibre look on the bonnet. I don't know what the Japanese writing says on there, and the two-tone. It's not really one that appeals to me, guys, but it appeals to a lot of people. So, you know, it was a naturally aspirated performance car in its time, and even now it's still getting used. Must be pretty rare though. I haven't seen any of these drive. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't seen any of these cars driving around for a long time where I live. Okay, let's move on.